Come on, James.
Jeff, so how do you prepare for an opponent who hasn't competed in as long as Todd Duffee has?
You just go out there and you fight your fight. You know, there's not a whole lot of film on him anymore, and I'm sure things have changed in the last 4 years. So, you know, I just go out there and fight my game plan.
I mean, what was your reaction when that name came across the desk? Was it like someone that kind of surprising just because he hasn't been around for so long?
It was a little surprising, but I've seen him out at the PI a few times, and I knew he was getting back into it. So he's a big name. So as soon as they mentioned it, I jumped on it. You know, I'm here to fight tough fights, and he's a game dude. So I was ready to fight.
And he admitted that basically this feels like his debut all over again, just because it's been so long. Is there something on your side maybe try to take advantage early when he's not exactly comfortable in there and try to capitalize on that?
I'm sure he's going to have cage rust, like everybody does, if you don't fight for so long. But I mean, he comes out fast at every fight, so I don't expect that to change. So we're just going to go out there and feel it out.
Jeff, Todd actually had a lot to say about the sort of the negativity in the media. That's most of what we talked to him about. How's your experience been so far with in LFA and now in the UFC? How are you with all the publicity and media and all that?
It's great. I don't mind doing interviews. I don't mind talking to anybody. I'm happy people want to hear about the sport and care what I have to say. It's kind of cool.
Do you feel like it takes sometimes too negative or the other way, too positive? I mean, do you read stories written about you and about other fighters?
Yeah, I do. Most of the time, because they'll come up on social media or whatever. But I don't know. It's I don't take them anyway. I don't get mad at anything. I don't get mad at what my opponent says or what an analyst says or a fan says. It's their opinion and they can have it. I don't care.
You've been the more active fighter than Todd, of course, over the last few years. You were champion LFA. Does it feel like you're being a little bit overshadowed by his return? Do you get that vibe at all?
Yeah, a little bit. I feel like already people have me, are counting me out, and things didn't go my way the first fight in the UFC, but that happens. It's part of the fight game. You don't always have the best night, so I think they're already thinking I'm going to be a fast knockout, and it's just not the case.
How much did you watch that first fight, and what could you take away from that rematch with Maurice?
I just have to manage the fight better, and that's what we've been working on in training, just managing the fight and the pace, and just going from there. I mean, nothing was really broke. We didn't attack when we were supposed to, so we just been working on that.
We talked before. Obviously, you got married last weekend, so congratulations again.
Thank you.
The close proximity of that to this fight, did that add any complications for you?
No, I just couldn't party at the reception like everybody else, but it was cool. My wife took care of everything. All I had to do is make sure all my buddies were in a suit, and that was it. That was the most stressful part for me, but for her, she had it all. So it worked out really well, and it was a great wedding. I know I had a little piece of cake because I don't have to cut weight, so that was like my reward, I guess.
So honest answer, walking out to the octagon or walking down the aisle, which are you more nervous for?
Oh, the aisle. I was like pacing, and you go to weddings and you see people just standing there and like ready for it. I was like pacing, like shadow boxing. I'm sure I look like an idiot, but it was nerve-wracking, but it was great.
So we did talk to Todd earlier, and he didn't have a whole lot to say about you when we asked him. Are you thinking maybe he's overlooking you a little?
I don't know, maybe. It's not a smart decision if he does, but maybe that's just how he gets ready for a fight. I don't know. I don't watch film, and I know a lot of fighters do, and I'm not trying to psych anybody out, and I'm not going to talk bad about my opponents either. I have respect for Todd, and we're going to find out who the better fighter is on Saturday.
You were shadowboxing before your wedding, just in your tuxedo?
Yeah. There's some good pictures of it too. Yeah, I was just nervous.
Obviously, you're training with the champ. Did he give you any advice for this particular fight?
Yeah, he just said, go out there and fight your fight, man. He's like, you don't realize how good you are, those are awesome words from the best man on the planet, and I've trained with him so much and hard training sessions and just hours and hours getting him ready, and he gets me ready, and he's great to have in the camp,